Hi. Welcome to Bernard Business Consulting live session on LinkedIn and YouTube, everyone. My name is Jasin. I'm the ESG and Sustainability Consultant at Bernard Business Consulting. How are you guys doing? So if you are here online with me today, can leave a hi in the comment so that I know that who are with us here today, and let's learn from each other on today's topic, navigating greenwashing and greenhushing, building trust in sustainability. Okay, so to all Manchester United fans, I hope you had a good sleep yesterday, and congratulations to our ASEAN All-Star footballers. Okay, all right. So yeah, I can see that Rui is here with us already. Hello, Rui. Okay, so today's session will only be 30 minutes. So act fast if you have any questions that you want to ask regarding to greenwashing, greenhushing, just put it in the comment, okay? Hello, Elvin. Welcome, everyone. Okay, so let's wait no more. I will begin with a short presentation. Okay, I'll keep it simple. Okay, all right. And then you guys will have most of the time to ask questions. All right. So let's wait no more. Okay, so if you can see the screen and my slides, so put a number 1 in the comment so that we know that we are good to go. Okay, all right, seems like it's going fine. So today's topic is very hot. Okay, it's about greenwashing and greenhushing. Actually, this topic is not new. Okay, but probably for our Malaysian audience, it's something for you to learn about. So when you see the word greenwashing, you might be wondering what it is. Yeah. So later I will show you some case study and we'll look into how you can avoid this risk. Okay. All right. So before we begin, here I just want to share a good news with you because of a high demand, and we are coming back with another series of IFRS Sustainability Disclosure Standards for the public listed companies on Bursa Malaysia. Okay, so we have already been doing it we had 2 series already back in November 2024 and March 2025. So for the rest of the year 2025, we will have another 3 sessions for this workshop. So if you are interested, please scan the QR code on the screen and to get more information about it. Okay, so today's agenda, I will introduce to you what is greenwashing and greenhushing, why should you care, and also how to reduce the risk and build authentic trust in sustainability. And also, we have a new announcement for our exclusive webinar, okay, beginning June. So stay until the end to know that what are the exciting announcements that I have for you guys. All right, so I have a question for you guys first. Okay, what is the number 1 fear of corporates? What you guys, the corporates, the managing director, the CEO, what do they scared the most? Can anyone tell me? Can tell me in the comment, in the chat. No matter if you are joining from LinkedIn or are you joining from YouTube, okay? So let's keep this conversation engaging so that we can learn the most from each other. Okay, anyone has got an answer? It's quite difficult to think, huh? Okay, so I have the answer revealed for you. Okay, so Rui say ruining of brand reputation. That could be one. Okay, so my answer to you is controversies. Once there's someone exposed, maybe a scandal, a negative news about your company, boom, it went viral on social media, on the news, reporting, then it affects your brand reputation. Okay, although companies can come up with some corrective preventive measures, but people will remember it for decades. Like what happened to the breach of social standards to our palm oil and also rubber glove manufacturers in the past few years. Okay, so this kind of impact to the brand reputation most of the times is related to greenwashing. Okay, but when we say greenwashing, it's not only the green part, but it's related to the E, the environment, the S, the social, and the G, the governance. Okay, so here I have an example for you. 𝗪𝗏𝘃𝗃 Holdings 𝗏𝗏 governance failure. So this crisis happened in year, I think between year 2021 to 2023. So what happened is that the company submitted a false financial statement overstating its revenue by billions. Okay, and what were the actions taken against the company? So they are given compound fines, they receive public reprimands, and what are the negative impacts? Basically, it destroyed investor confidence. Their share price collapsed, I think for like 1 ringgit something down to a few cents, okay? And their reputation is damaged. And when you have this kind of news that are related to your financial, so whatever information that you publish on your website related to environments, related to social, people will doubt first. They'll say, really? Is it true? Okay, so this kind of thing will have a lasting impact. Of course, you can see a lot of this kind of news in the media, especially related to governance, anti-bribery, anti-corruption, related to labor laws. Is because they have a very matured regulation in place already. Okay, what about the E, environmental part? So this will be the key highlight of today. So you can see that there are two keywords here, greenwashing and greenhushing. So greenwashing means that your sustainability effort is this much only, but you exaggerate your green claims. Why you do so? Because you want to use it as a marketing practice to capitalize on the growing consumer demand for eco-friendly product. Okay, so usually for these kind of cases, you will have NGO activists coming out, call out you guys and put it up on their website. So this kind of thing you can see, but most of the time you will rarely see any actions, any legal action taken on them. Very rare. So for Malaysia, actually we have most of the cases reported on greenwashing compared to our neighboring countries like Singapore and Brunei. So you can check out the data on 𝗪𝗵𝘁 website where they have a web page dedicated for this greenwashing database. Okay. Wow, because of this thing that is happening, in our current situation, there are also a group of corporates that they are very scared. Now they are very scared. They say, what if I say too much? Then whatever I say is wrong. I'm not confident. So why not I just keep everything to myself? So I withhold the information. Then this situation becomes green hushing. Okay, from this much is what you have done for your sustainability efforts, but what you report on your website is only this little information. Why this happened? They are silent about their sustainability claims because their fear of scrutiny, their fear of criticism. They are not confident with what they report on their website or social media or in their annual report. Okay, so come back to this. So why do I bring up these two topics? It's because it's something that you, as a corporate member, should care. Okay, because when you avoid greenwashing or greenhushing, so you can avoid penalty and fines. So this is particularly related to greenwashing lah, because now the UK, they have come out with Green Claim Directive. Is a regulation already, but in countries probably like Malaysia, Singapore, South Korea, we don't have such greenwashing regulation yet. But if you find some green claims by certain product or company, is like, I doubt it, then you can file your complaint to the according to advertising standard, okay, to the MCMC or to the advertisement standard Malaysia, okay. All right, so this is to protect yourself. So you need to find a balance in not reporting too much or not putting up false claim and balance it with not giving out enough information for your investor. Because when we say ESG, it's actually investor. They are the one that wants to know the information. So you should care about greenwashing and greenhushing so that you give enough transparent information to your investors. And when they are like screening through their ESG portfolio, so you will be the preferred investees lah. Okay. And finally, of course, is to increase confidence from the public, because I'm telling you straight, the society is smarter now. They are not dumb, okay, because we are well informed. With just one handphone, we can have access to the information all around the world, okay? So people are smart. They can do their own due diligence, okay? So these are the 3 reasons why you should care. So now you have known what is greenwashing, why you should care, what are the benefits when you care about it. Now I'm teaching you how to reduce the risk and build authentic trust in sustainability. Number 1, of course, if you are not confident, then you can try to get support from practitioners, because practitioners like Bernard Business Consulting, we have the direct experience, from all the work, the projects that we have done throughout all the years, all the accumulated failures that we have gone through. So we are able to provide you a balanced view. And the most important thing is to help you to reduce your anxiety so that you can sleep. You can sleep tightly on the night, okay? During the night, so you don't need to think about, what if the next day I wake up, suddenly my company is up on the news, okay? So here is an example of the workshops, trainings that we conducted to our clients. So when we provide this kind of expert opinion to the participants, learners like you guys here joining me today, they get the insights that they cannot get from website. It's something very personal to us, and they can use it, get some inspiration from it and implements in their company. So this thing, we usually call it the strategy part. How can you conduct your initiative, sustainability initiative, at the same time position your company at a strategic competitive position compared to your competitors, and reducing the greenwashing risk, okay? So if you want to know more about the workshops that we conduct, feel free to visit our website, 𝗪𝗵𝗃.com/academy, all right? So the second tips for you to reduce the risk is to adopt blockchain-powered software. There are a lot of software out there, but not many of them that are using blockchain. And Bernard Business Consulting, we are an advocate for blockchain-powered software, and we are using it, and we are encouraging you guys to try it as well, okay? What is the benefit about it is because it gives you the data traceability. Whatever data that is logged into the software cannot be altered and cannot be removed. And it will even tell you, detect some abnormality in your data. Basically, if it's like a monthly data, suddenly there's a spike, there's a peak, or there's like a very strange number happening, then it can help you to reduce human error, alert you to look into this data, all right? So, of course, SMEs, company that are starting on ESG, you can somehow start with Excel, but over the time when you want to start to engage with your suppliers, then probably a software will be helpful for you. And the third tip is to obtain independent verification. Why? Why is this very important? Because by having a third party to come in and audit your data, the information that you share, it helps you to improve your data accuracy in the long term. Some people will see it in the negative way. They say, what if the auditor come and they find something not right, and then my image will be tarnished? Actually, no. It's actually good that you ask an auditor to come in and help you, because it helps you to increase your own confidence on your data, and also the stakeholders, the investors, the consumers, the governments, they will have increased confidence on you as well. But here, I have something to let you know. It's very important to check whether the verification body that you hired has this follow the principle of impartiality. Because if you see there are some consulting firms that provide consulting service at the same time they are providing verification service. So it's like you are grading yourself, in Hokkien, we have this word, we say it, 𝗨𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 means short sendiri lah. So you guys must do your due diligence very well when you are hiring a verification body, okay? All right, so this is the short presentation I promised, and we'll proceed with the Q&A. So while I am focusing on presenting, I can see that the chat on LinkedIn is quite happening. Okay, so hold on, and I will bring myself back to the screen so you can see me clearly. So yeah, so if you have any questions, just feel free to drop it in the comment in the chat, no matter you are from YouTube or from LinkedIn. Yeah, I will reply to you one by one. Okay, Rosniza says crisis. Okay, I believe this regarding the question I asked in the beginning, what is the number one fear from the corporates? Of course, controversies, crises, scandals across your business operations. So to have that, I believe you will need to have a strong team or someone external to support you with that. Thank you, Rosniza, for sharing the answer. And we have another comment from Gavin Landon. He said that in the UK, it is being exposed as greenwashing. Yes, so actually UK or the EU government, they are taking this seriously. They even come out with the Green Claims Directive. So if you guys are exporting your products to the EU, I believe nowadays you guys, for 6 categories of goods, you guys are required to fulfill the carbon border adjustment mechanism, 𝗪𝗵. Some of it you are required to publish product carbon footprint by your customer. So this kind of ISO standard in place is actually a tool for you to leverage on to reduce your greenwashing risk. Okay. Hi Saji, hi, welcome to our live. Okay, and we have a comment from 𝗪𝗲𝗃𝗲. Hi 𝗪𝗲𝗃𝗲. 𝗪𝗲𝗃 asks, can I get the website to cross-check the greenwashing elements? Yes, I will share in the LinkedIn chat with you after this live ended. So from just now, the one that I mentioned, Zero Alliance Watch, Zero Alliance Group, I guess, from 𝗪𝗵𝘁. So they publish 2 tools. One is the greenwashing database. Another one is the green claims guideline. So in the PDF, it tells you what kind of situation, what kind of claims published by this kind of company is considered a greenwashing. So it's a guideline for you. So if you look into the website, then you'll find some greenwashing case related to oil and gas company claims on renewable energy, sustainable product, but actually sustainable project, but actually it's a new gas oil platform. Or you can find out some carbon credit generated from forest land that is like conflicting with the indigenous people's right. So of course, all those cases are up there. Some companies already respond to it. Some of them decided to be silent, to keep quiet about it. But still, there's no regulation governing this in Malaysia. I mean, direct regulation. So I guess you guys, as a consumer, you guys can just check, read the news from both sides, listen to the stories from both sides, and come up with your own judgment. Okay. Okay, we also have a comment from Rui about greenwashing is a very active topic in the UK. Yes, NGO and activists, they are playing a very strong role, making businesses there more aware of how to address it strategically. Okay, so in Malaysia, it's still relative new concept in business strategy. Yes, that's why at Bernard Business Consulting, not only that we're helping our clients in building up their capacity, meaning conducting training, but other than that, we also help them to come up with a report, make sure that their report is aligned to the ISO standards, to the Bursa Malaysia standards, and the most important thing is help them in crafting a business strategy that can help them as a whole, as a very holistic view in their business for profitability and also for the sustainability. Thank you. I really like the energy of our audience today. You guys are very feeling like very, how to say, open to share your opinions. I really like it. Thank you so much. We have a comment from Saji. Great presentation. Thank you so much. We also have a question from Nurul Amira. Is greenhushing considered better than greenwashing? This is a tough question. I am no one to tell you that which one is better, because for me, you are like comparing bad apple with another bad apple. Both is bad. Okay, so I would say that corporates, when they choose to do greenwashing, maybe they don't know. Actually, is they don't know. People make mistake because they are not well informed. They do not know that actually what I'm doing is not ethical. Of course, it's not legally wrong, but it's not ethical. So now what we are doing here today, this live session, is to educate our audience, educate our corporate members, to let them know that, okay, this is the boundary that you can go before you fall into the risk of greenwashing. And for the greenhushing, we have, personally, we also have clients that they have calculated, they have measured their greenhouse gas emissions, but they are still scared. They are saying that, okay, if I publish this data, maybe my customer will compare my product carbon footprint to the competitor, and I might lose this business. So, but what I can tell you is that giving this transparent information is better than giving none. Of course, we cannot expect everyone to be perfect at first try. We are like baby in this ESG sustainability journey. So step by step. So the first year, you have this product carbon footprint. We hope that it serves as a motivation for you, okay, to reduce your product carbon footprint in the subsequent years. So when you do the first step of publishing it on your website, I should give you a clap already, okay, and I will pat on your back. Okay, let's go towards this decarbonization together. All right. So Amira, none of them is good, but what I think is that we should start doing something. Okay. All right. So if you want to, we can go in more in depth in these questions. Then you can text me. You can drop me a message on LinkedIn. All right. And we have another comment from Gavin. In the UK, we have a short green claims code, but the EU have a much more comprehensive one. Yes, so this leads to greenhushing, where companies do not discuss their adverse activities or are afraid of greenwashing claims that they don't talk about their positive actions. How big a problem is greenwashing in ASEAN countries? Okay, so far, I believe that something that is happening on greenhushing, especially in the EU, in the UK, is because of the regulations, the stringent regulations you have. And in the US is another case, is because of the political scene right now. Because the president, Donald Trump, he's like an anti-ESG lah. So even those investors or investees, they are taking a step back. They are slowing down. They are backing up for this in this ESG disclosure. So that also caused greenhushing to them. But in ASEAN countries, we have not seen greenhushing that obvious yet. Greenwashing is actually more obvious in ASEAN countries. Greenhushing is not so obvious, but people are starting to talk about it. Yeah, because of the regulations in EU and the political scene in US. We are keeping an eye on it. Yeah, so basically that is what happening now in ASEAN countries. Thank you, Gavin, for the question. It's good that we have this cross countries, cross cultural learning from each other. I mean, this is the magical thing about internet, right? And we have another comment from Muhammad Sufyan. Hello, welcome to our live. As a consumer, how can we distinguish between genuine sustainability efforts and greenwashing, especially from a well-known company, as an example? Okay, so this usually when they have green claims, then you can see that probably they are using some words like eco-friendly, natural, organic, low carbon, that kind of word. It's a bit vague because there's no facts, there's no numbers. So this is the key thing, numbers. So you as a consumer, after you see that word, then the first thing you need to do is you doubt first. You question it. Then after you question, what is your next action? You would want to know, you want to be curious. So you can go to their website, okay, or go to their any publicly available resources to check if all these claims is it backed by some reports, by some verification, by credible organization, okay? And there's one thing that I see in the European countries. Example, they are selling oat milk. Okay, so most of the time, people will have the perception that plant-based milk is more environmental friendly than milk produced by like dairy milk. Okay, produced from animal. So they'll put like some wording on it. So and they will attach a QR code. So the QR code, after you scan it, it will actually link direct you to the report of that claim. When they say that this product is low carbon, they will tell you that, oh, how much percentage of carbon emissions avoided compared to the conventional dairy milk. So you can get that kind of things more commonly found in the Europe, but sadly in Malaysia, in ASEAN countries, it's not so common yet. Okay, but you as a consumer, you have the power, you have the right to make sure that everyone we can reduce this greenwashing risk and portray a better information, a truthful information to our consumer. Okay, so yeah, that's a very we have a very great crowd today. All right, so we are near the end of our live today. Okay, so remember just now I say that I have a new announcement for you guys. Okay, all right, so yeah, we have our IFRS Sustainability Disclosure Standards upcoming in July, September, and November. If you want to know more, please scan the QR code and get in touch with us. Of course, this is not the exciting news I'm talking about, yeah? This is the exciting news, okay? All right. Okay, so let me, yep, here it is. So as you guys know that we have been running this live session on YouTube and LinkedIn for I think more than a year. Okay, so now we want to do better. We want to provide something better for our audience. So we have a new method of conducting our live. It will turn into an exclusive webinar. Okay, beginning on 12th June 2025. So it will be a 30-minute Q&A, a two-way interaction, meaning that you can switch on the mic and ask me questions directly. Okay, we can have a conversation going on. You'll get direct access to expert opinion, not only me, but also our team of sustainability practitioners. And we can have a more engaging learning between peers like our crowd today. Okay, so take out your phone, scan the QR code here for more information. All right. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for joining our live today. Thank you very much. And I will see you on the 12th of June. And remember that for this exclusive webinar, you guys will need to fill in a Google form for registration to get the access to this closed door webinar. Okay, all right, thank you so much, our fans, okay, our supporters, the BBC community, and I will see you in June. All right, thank you, bye.